I've made a lot of lightsabers, but there's one I've never even attempted. Roll the clip. The lightsaber whip. This device has only been wielded by one character in all of Star Wars canon, but it looks absolutely awesome. So today I'm going to make the first ever, the second ever lightsaber whip. So how are we going to make this lightsaber whip? Well, the first thing we need is a bunch of LEDs to cast light all the way down the blade. Now, in a previous lightsaber build, I used two of these little chip-on-board LED strips back to back to light up the blade, and they ended up being pretty flexible. So I think if we get a 5-meter strip, we can fold it over to make a 2.5-meter blade. Also, they have a ton of different colors, which is really cool, but I am going to be boring and just use the reference color. Now, these LEDs are expecting a 12-volt power source, and we have to fit that power source into a pretty small lightsaber hilt. So how can we do this? Well, I ended up finding these batteries, which can supply 5 volts each. So if we get 2 of them and we wire them up in series, that'll be 10 volts, which should be close enough to the 12-volt mark to light the LEDs up. The last thing we need is something to wrap the LEDs in, and we need this for 2 reasons. First, we have to protect the LEDs from all of the stuff they might hit when we're swinging them around. And second, we want to try to diffuse their light, because if we have the 2 LED strips back to back, they're going to be shining out 2 sides of the blade. We really want it to look like the light is coming from all of the angles of the blade, so the more we can diffuse the light, the better it'll look. And for that, I found this translucent white silicone tubing. I'm going to get the 1/2 inch inner diameter, 3/4 inch outer diameter, so hopefully that 1/4 inch diffuses the light pretty well. And if we get 3 meters, we should have about 1/2 meter extra, because remember, we're folding the 5-meter LED strips in half. That's all the materials, so let's get building. Okay, so my initial plan was actually to go with this hilt right here, which is pretty cool. As you can see, it's like a Kanan Jarrus hilt, and use that for the whip. But unfortunately, these batteries, well, they don't exactly fit. So what we're going to have to do instead is use this piece of plastic right here, which is just a boring thing, but the batteries fit inside it quite nicely, so that's what we're going to be doing. The next step was to solder up the batteries. Now, each battery had a female barrel jack for charging, so I just left that completely alone. But I needed to wire them in series for the output power. So I cut off the output power connectors, then I tinned the wires for each of the batteries, and then I just had to solder one of the battery's power wires to the other battery's ground wire. And then I reused one of the connectors that I had cut off, so I can just plug the batteries into the LED strips. And it actually worked, first try. So I added some electrical tape for insulation, and voila, the electronics were completed. But the cool part is, of course, the blade. So I laid out the LED strip, and then I needed to find the midpoint. So I put the 2 ends together at the bottom, and then just trace my way up until I got to the middle. Now, the exact middle turned out to be a solder joint, which wasn't going to fold very well, so I did have to offset it slightly from the middle. But the LED strips do have adhesive backing on them already, so once I had found that spot that I wanted to be the tip, all I had to do was start peeling the adhesive cover off from the middle, and then sticking the 2 strips together back to back, trying to keep them as straight as possible. And once I had finished sticking the 2 strips together, I could slide them into the tube. I found that keeping the tube as straight as possible was the only way to get the LED strips to actually go in, but once they were in it, it was able to bend just fine. I also experimented with using paper or foam to help diffuse the light better, but the results were pretty terrible. So I just stuck with the LEDs inside of the tubing and nothing else. If you are doing this project yourself, I definitely recommend finding some less translucent tubing, whether it's because it's whiter or it's thicker or something like that, just so the light gets diffused more evenly. But the build is complete, so let's check out a montage of the final product. We all know about 3D printing, right? It's awesome. I mean, you can make basically whatever you want, but there's one big problem. It's super fragile, right? Wrong. This is a filament called TPU, and it's actually insanely flexible and strong. I mean, just look at this footage right here. These are 3D printed shoes, and they're stretching and bending like that. I mean, this is insane. And thanks to our sponsor, PCBWay, you can get your design printed and shipped right to your door. Plus, for the month of September, they're doing some absolutely insane deals on this new TPU filament, up to 80% off. So head on over to PCBWay.com or use the first link in the description. You don't want to miss this. Also, if you want to learn how to make a regular lightsaber, check out this video right here where I go super in depth and teach you exactly how to make one. See you over there.